Guys, it says I'm live on here. Am I actually live? Can anybody see or hear me? Anybody? I see a few people already in here. There was a bunch waiting in the waiting room area. I don't know what a waiting room is, but apparently on the live stream, there's a waiting area. So there's Art Vance saying, give Justin a thumbs up. I like your style, Art. Thanks for promoting for me there. But anyway, guys, I'll give us a few seconds here just to make sure I'm live. My cell phone service, yeah, you know, so, oh, boy, I've hit the wrong button already. All right, I'm getting a lot of hellos and highs here, so that must mean that I am actually live at this moment. So what do you say we go ahead and get this party started and drop our baits down? I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here as we get, I've already got baited up. I've just got them sitting here waiting to go. I've rebaited everything. That's a white bass head right there, y'all. I've already been out here since about dawn this morning. I've got probably a 30 to 45 minute video once I get it edited. Got some big blues. I've got a monster flathead already this morning. So I thought, since I already got the other video filmed, why not try to go live and catch y'all some fish and answer some questions and see if we can have some fun today. So there's the first bait down. That's a white bass head. This here is a white bass midsection going down. I'm going to have 4 rods to start with here, and we'll have 3 pieces of cut bait and 1 live bait. I got 1 live bait left. I came out here with, I believe, 6 live bluegill this morning. 5 of them have gotten eaten. So I got 1 left here. We're going to hopefully catch somebody a fish on the live bluegill here on the live stream. Set that one back. This here's our live bluegill. Look at this little guy right here. His friends have fallen today, and I hope he does too. Get on down there, bluegill. Go catch me something big. Y'all, I lost an absolute whopper earlier on a live bait. I think it was probably a flathead. We'll never know. I never got a look at it. Fought it almost to the kayak, and he just come unbuttoned. I don't know what went wrong, but then a little while later, I caught a monster flathead that I landed on a white bass head. It was 44 inches long on my measuring board. I mean, and just huge flathead. I mean, it was wide. And so there's some fish definitely in here. And again, hopefully we're going to catch some today. Here goes the other piece of cut bait down. That's another piece of white bass. We'll get this lower down and we'll see if I can answer a few questions here and chat with some of you while we wait on the fish to bite. Right now I'm 71 feet deep, y'all. I'm on a main channel ledge. There's some deeper holes here on an outside river bend, and those main channel ledges with some deep holes, man, y'all have seen it in recent videos. I've been just wearing them out. So, all right, y'all. Let's get the party started. We got our baits down here. Somebody done give me some money. Let me scroll up here. My gosh, 9:30 in the morning, y'all. People done giving me some money here. Let me see who it is. Let me find it. I got to do some scrolling here. Bear with me. Tom N. My man Tom with $5 is my favorite channel. Always awesome and peaceful to watch you. Helps my anxiety. Well, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy the videos, and thanks for joining the live stream today. Man, we got a couple more popping up here too. This is awesome. Y'all load me up 9:30 on a Monday morning. Creole Catfishing's back. Creole at $9.99. He says, can't stay long, but here's to good fishing. Something French. Bon Pecci, brother. I speak American and don't do that well, but thank you, Creole. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the super chat money, buddy. Thank you. Dan Orr, Dan's back, y'all. $5. He says, love your vids. Catch us a flathead, please. Dan, I'm gonna try, buddy. I already caught a monster out here this morning, so hopefully we're gonna get another one here. We're getting late up in the morning now. You know, the sun's getting up. It's gonna be a bright, sunny day. So I don't know how long this morning bite's gonna last, but it has been on fire for me thus far this morning. So let me scroll on down here. The Gingerbread Man's Trucking Adventures, $5. Thank you, buddy. Says, would you ever consider taking anybody out fishing with you? Maybe at some point in the future. I'm not licensed as a guide, so there's some legality issues there, and and whatnot. So I've just never had a desire to be a fishing guide. It's just not my thing, but maybe someday. And thank you for the super chat. Here is Pat Perez, $5. Thank you, Pat. It says, good morning, Justin from Wisconsin. Love your channel. Got to run soon, but how you doing after all the rain? Well, thank you for stopping by and for the super chat. You know, we got a lot of rain here on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember what day, but we didn't really get the flooding like they did out in Middle Tennessee. We're doing okay here where I'm at on my part of the state anyway. But thank you for your concern. All right, let me just make sure I ain't missed nobody else's super chat, and then we're going to answer a few more here. Here's Ryan Westling. Hi from Kansas. Well, thanks for tuning. Boy, it's early out there, ain't it? Boy, y'all about 2 hours behind me, I think. Here is Mike Hernandez Bates. $4.99. Thank you, Mike. He says, I watch you while I airbrush my lures. You motivate me to go catfishing, but I just get snagged. Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the super chat there. I feel you on the snags. That happens to me sometimes too. That's why I like suspending my baits, because I don't get snagged as often. Here is, sorry y'all, the sun here is playing havoc with me. Let me take my glasses off. That'll help me see. Alan Edwards. I don't know if that's $5 or 5 pounds. Maybe it's 5 pounds. He says, love watching your videos in the UK. Well, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. I don't know that I've ever gotten pounds before, so I hope YouTube can convert it for me. But thank you very much. Man, it's amazing to see the people that watch my videos just from all over the world. I mean, it just blows my mind that I have reached that many people from just all over. Here's Houston Kirkland, says, how's your garden coming? Buddy, the garden has gone down the crapper. Man, it is just, I'm getting peppers still in good numbers, getting some watermelons, but everything else is just wrecked. My computer, listen at me. My tomatoes got some kind of disease. I don't know if it was fungus or blight or bugs or what, but they died off. My cucumbers died. My sunflowers did their thing, and that's pretty much it, man. Everything else is just going down the toilet. It looks awful. Look right here. Look right here. I got another one. Stephen Griffin, $15. No comment. Well, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate your support, buddy. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Mark Smith says, did you sell all your fishing gear the other day? I had my yard sale the other day, y'all. Sold almost everything that was shippable other than my Bass Pro Cat Max reel and the Academy rods. The person claimed them and never responded back, and so I'll put them in next year's yard sale. Here's James Kirkpatrick, $5, says, awesome channel. Well, thank you, James. I think your comment's awesome there. Thank you for the super chat. We're already up to $61.82 here in just 8 minutes. This is awesome. You all are so supportive of me. Here's Stephen Griffin. He says, catch a whopper, buddy. Buddy, I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try to get a few out here today if we can. I hope these fish ain't moved on while I was getting rebaited and retied and getting set up for the live stream and everything. I'm gonna try to turn this way. I'm trying to fight the sun. This sun won't go behind no clouds today because there ain't none in the sky. And I can't hardly see these comments with my glasses on. Boy, here comes somebody with $50. Who is that? Terry McKinney, $50. Thank you, Terry. Boy, I wish Holly from CNC Outdoors was on here to give you something for that. Terry took us up on a giveaway that CNC had done on a previous live stream there a few months back. Thank you so much, Terry. Here is the Evolving Angler. I'm fumbling my words today, y'all. The Evolving Angler with $4.99. Thank you, sir, if I can say your name correctly. KD Hartman, 44. He says, how is Roscoe doing? Love seeing his enthusiasm. Well, buddy, I got bad news on the Roscoe front. My dog Roscoe, my faithful companion of the last almost 10 years. He's 9 now, be 10 in November. Took him to the vet recently because he wasn't acting himself, and turns out he's got cancer. He's got a histiolytic sarcoma, and in the last 2 weeks, we had to wait. We went to the vet. They diagnosed him with cancer, referred us to an oncologist, which there's 2 in Knoxville. You can't get in anywhere. I mean, there's a huge wait. Offered the receptionist girl $500 to work us in early. She wouldn't do it. Had to wait 2 weeks. We just took him this past Thursday. in the 2 weeks that we waited on the oncologist, the tumor on his head kept getting bigger and bigger. And so it's inoperable. They can't do anything with it as far as surgery goes. He has started chemo. We started chemo on Thursday. He's been handling it pretty well. Not himself every day. He's been kind of lethargic. His appetite hasn't been good, but he's having his moments of perking up. And so supposedly with the chemo, there's about a 50% chance of survival rate after 3 months. And the vet said that we would know pretty quickly if this chemo was going to be effective on him. So, you know, kind of sad. It's what can you do? I mean, he's my little buddy. I'd do anything for him, but he's at that age, and unfortunately, he's a boxer, and his breed and his color are very susceptible to this type of cancer. And so I'm hoping he responds well to the chemo. I'll spend every last penny I have to get him treatment, but I feel terrible for him. So anyway, we're going to try to be positive and uplifting out here today. Thank you for asking about him. And going to try to focus on the positive out here. I don't want to be negative Nancy for y'all. Talking about him just kind of makes me sad right now. Here's Tom in with $5. That makes me happy. Thank you, Tom. He says, I'm going to do $5 for every fish over 30 inches. You still have the roughneck rods. Well, buddy, I hope we catch a fish over 30 inches on the live stream. I do still have the Academy rods. The girl who claimed them also claimed the Bass Pro Cat Max reel. Emailed her, never heard from her again. So I don't know if it was just a troll being disruptive that day or something happened or what. But I do still have those, so I'll list those again probably in the next yard sale. Drew Long, do you ever regret going full-time on YouTube? No way. This has been the best career decision I've ever made. I could be in an ER in a hospital right now dealing with all this COVID stuff, or I could be out here on the water right now doing what I love. I'm better off, I promise you that. I feel sorry for all my old co-workers, man. It's just hard times in the ERs and throughout the entire hospital systems right now. Here's Ruger7750, $10. Says never miss an episode. Thank you, Ruger. Appreciate that so much, buddy. James Pettijohn, thank you, James, for $5. Says, hey, from mid-Missouri. Thanks for your great videos. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate you watching them. Here is Jade McCumbee with $5. No comment, though. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you tuning in. There's Tom in with another $10, man. He says, lost my lab to the same thing. Our new lab has only been fed turkey, rice, vegetables, and multivitamins. Yeah, Tom, thank you for that donation there. It's it's terrible. And he Roscoe's lost his appetite. He won't hardly eat, but I switched him over from his regular dry food to this bagged fresh chicken. I forget what it's called. It's really expensive, $30-something a bag. And it only lasts a few days, but he is eating that. And so, I'll spend whatever just to try to get him to eat and keep his strength up while we get treatment. Let's see. Water and Ice Outdoors, $4.99. Said, send some of those blues of yours up here to Minnesota. After this summer, our water temps, they might actually tolerate it up here. Yeah, I hear up there has been pretty warm this year. And thank you for that super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. I saw another one. Here's Terry McKinney with another $5. Thank you, Terry. Says, good morning, Justin. Perfect timing. My truck is in the shop getting 10 new tires. I have a chance to tune in. My granddaughter is hooked. Well, thanks for letting the granddaughter watch. I hope they get you back on the road there soon. I hope I ain't missed nobody's super chats up here, y'all. Let me just scroll back. I got distracted there with the Roscoe talk. I'm all discombobulated about him, so I hope I didn't miss anybody. Right now, what I'm doing, I normally fish morning hours anyway. And so he's got to get medicine twice a day. With the chemo, he has to get a liver pill, he's got to get an antibiotic, and he's got to get some steroids. And so ultimately, he's getting pills twice a day. So what I'm doing is I'm coming out and fishing in the mornings. My mom is going over to my house and kind of sitting with him, giving him some sausage biscuits and feeding him his morning pills. And then I get home midday, and then, of course, I give him his nighttime pills. So we're kind of just tag teaming it right now to get him through. So I've still got my morning, thanks to my mom, I got my morning hours to still come out here and be able to fish and keep this YouTube channel going. Bryant with $10. Thank you, Bryant. He says, research Fenbenzolol and cancer. Has had some great success. Well, thank you. I'll definitely look that up. The vet we got, we're going to Animal Emergency and Specialty Clinic, I believe it's called, there in Knoxville. There's only 2 canine oncologists in all of Knoxville. There's UT Medical Center, Veterinary Service, and the one I mentioned. And man, you can't hardly get in either one of them. They're so backed up. Here's Tom in with $5 again. He said, did you say you still have the roughneck rods? Prayers up for Roscoe. Tom, yes, thank you again for the donation. And yes, I do still have the roughneck rods. I didn't have anybody local claiming them, and I didn't want to ship them because it's just too big a hassle to ship rods. Tony Cooley here says, were you concerned about the financial aspect and possibly not being able to support your family? I'm assuming you're talking about me going full-time here with YouTube. No, I'm not really concerned about it because, you know, my regular career, I was a nurse, and so I'm always going to have a job. If YouTube fails, I'll go back to the nursing world. As far as YouTube goes, I've been making more money on YouTube than what I can working as a nurse. And plus, I've got my deal with Catfish Sumo. I feel like I had a rod getting hit. My deal with Catfish Sumo is kind of guaranteed money outside of YouTube, and so that's enough to pay my living expenses. So if I have a problem with YouTube, if my channel gets demonetized, or if there's a problem that takes a little while to get resolved, I've still got income coming in. So right here, guys, right here, it's time. It's time. Let's catch our first fish here. This one ate that white bass midsection we dropped down. Fish number 1 of the live stream, probably fish number, heck, I don't know, 10, 15 on the morning. I had gotten several fish and some good fish out here before I ever went live, so I've got 2 more boats up here above me, looks like. I guess they're catfishing too, I don't know. They've been kind of in the same area. But down here where I'm at, I'm in 71 feet right now on this ledge. And we got a small blue. He has choked that bait, buddy. Tom in, you've made I don't know how many donations. We'll give this first one here. We'll dedicate this first live stream fish to you. He ain't gonna be over that 30 inches that you was looking for, but we'll let him go here in a minute. He might get there someday. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. I want to get that bait back. He has got that thing just choked in his mouth. There it is, still in good shape too. We're gonna send that back down. Get out of here, Blue Kitty. Tell them biggins to come back. Did y'all see that? He tried to bite my thumb off on the way out. He's trying to put me on disability out here, I reckon. Didn't work though. Get my line untangled, we'll drop it back down. See if we can get us another. I'll have to look, see how far into the stream we are that it took to get that fish. I got that big flathead and another big blue, and I thought I'm just going to end my regular filming session for today and go live while I'm on some fish. As it reaches a point, you know, I had about a 30 to 45 minute video filmed already, and I was like, well, heck, you know, I'd rather just go live and wrap up that portion of the day. All right, we back in business. We got Tom Inn's fish there released. Let me scroll back up. Casey Dodds, $5. Thank you, Casey. Says, have you changed the line on your reels yet? When I change mine, it takes some time. I change my line on my reels probably once every 3 or 4 months, and it is a process, especially with these non-level ones. Well, thank you for the comment there and the super chat. We keep scrolling on down. We got another one from Tom N, $5. I guess they are one-piece rods. I'm talking about the Academy rods. Yes, all of them are one-piece rods, the spinning and the casting rods. So it takes pretty much a 7-foot tube to be able to ship them in. I hate the process of shipping rods. It's such a hassle. Pretty much got to go UPS. We're at 19 minutes here. We got our first fish. We got $186 in super chats. That is crazy for 9:30 in the morning on a Monday. Y'all are just amazing. Wayne Bernard says, smash that like button, everybody. I like your thinking there, Wayne. I don't ever tell people to subscribe or like or anything. It's one of them things I guess I should do if I was a better YouTuber, but it don't seem to make no difference. So people going to watch, they're going to watch. If they don't, they don't. Tony Jensen says, ever have a takedown so hard you couldn't get the pole out of the holder? I've struggled with a few of them, that's for sure. Alan Williams says, you're the best YouTuber. Alan, I like your taste in YouTubers. Thank you, buddy. Sack Johnson said, you should live stream more often. Well, I think you're right. I need to do this more often. It saves me time editing, that's for dang sure. These live streams, when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have to go home and do nothing. Fins and Fines says, hey, James down there, he's talking to somebody in the comments. Fins and Fines, y'all, has a tournament coming up here on, you'll have to tell them, Fins and Fines, I can't remember. I believe it was the 18th. It was a UT football home game. That's why I can't participate in it. But he's got a tournament. He's going to be doing a live stream with some other YouTubers coming up for charity. Chunky Cats is in the house. Hey, what's going on, Elf Stan? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Joe, I can't say your last name. Gags Nose from Oregon. Well, it's really early out there, man. What is it, about 6:30 in the morning out there? Beautiful country up there in Oregon. I hope that heat wave shows some mercy on you soon, man. I did a travel nursing assignment up in Vancouver, Washington. I think it was 2013 or 14. Vancouver, Washington's right there kind of on the border. Southern Washington, Portland, Oregon. Beautiful, beautiful state. Loved it up there. Let me see here what we got. We got another one popping up. Adam Teague with $4.99. Thank you, Adam. He says, we need Justin and Catfish Dave on a video together. Yeah. Well, thank you for the content cash there, buddy. I don't think that's going to happen. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. I don't think either one of us really has a desire to do that. But thank you for the content cash. Zachary Blanco says, watch all the time. Thanks for all the advice I get in your videos. Well, thank you, Zachary. Michael Ramsey says, I've learned so much from your videos. Well, thank you, Michael. I'm glad they're having a positive effect. Hey, here's Gary Wormy Rich. He says, hey, Justin, good luck. Good looking. Good, I can't get the words out. He says, good luck. Looking good, brother. He said, Gary set me up right there, y'all. That's a tongue twister. I wasn't no way I was going to be able to get that out. Ralph Stallings. I'm butchering it, Ralph. He says, my 1-year-old daughter, June, loves watching you and Catfish Dave. We can't get to the Cumberland River ourselves. When we can't get to the Cumberland River ourselves. Well, that's awesome. I like that name, June, right there. I like that. That's a good name. Jared O says, does the thermocline affect how you fish? No, because where I fish, most of the time we got enough flow to prevent a thermocline most of the time. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. Here's Don Bell. Don shows up every time. $4.99 says, love you, LOL. I love all the big fish lately. Well, thank you, Don. Thank you for the content cash. And I'm loving these big fish too. I've had some out here this morning. No big fish on the live stream yet, but it's been a dang good day. Right there was a splash of something. There was some paddlefish going on around me here this morning, splashing every which way. Here's Clark J7883 with $5. Thank you, Clark. Here's Tom N with another $5. Tom N, man, he's throwing $5 bills at me like one of these girls at the Mouse's Ear out here. Old strip club here in Knoxville. He says, can I pay you and have you hold the rods until I get there in October? I live in Texas, but making a fall trip to Nickajack. Well, Tom, I mean, Nickajack's about 2 hours away from me. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to get down there with the Roscoe situation and all, so I'd hate to take your money and not be able to meet up with you. We got a fish going on over here, y'all. About lost my glasses. Is he on there? No, I had one hit it. But no, Tom, I don't want to take your money and not be able to meet up with you because I just don't know. I'd hope to make a few more trips down to Nickajack. I'd hope to get to Santee Cooper soon. We got one right here in the water almost. But with Roscoe going on, I don't know when I'm going to be able to really travel too far away from home again. Let's catch a... Oh, did he come free? What's going on here? I think this fish come off, or it's a really small one. I feel like I'm pulling up something else here. Oh, he just foul hooked my bait. Doggone him. Well, heck for y'all. It's still hooked pretty good overall. We'll send it back down. I don't think that was a very big fish anyway. Oh, but on that note there, I'll cover this. You're going to hear about it in some upcoming videos. But I'm going to be doing something that's a little different. I don't know how it's going to be received. It may not go over well, or it may be a home run. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to be doing some mementos and stuff, like saving stuff that's been game used, you know, YouTube used, that you see on my streams. Like if I catch a big fish, save the hook and the leader. And I've got a friend that's going to be helping me put together some, like, you know, make them shelf worthy, where you can hang them up, and kind of just unique, one of a kind items. So you're going to be seeing some of that. For those of you that are looking for stuff that I've used, or, you know, just want something from the channel, hopefully going to be able to offer some of that stuff here real soon. Well, we got a big one here from Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures, $50. She's up early, folks. She's out west of me. She says, "Hey, Justin, it's Callie. Just happened to be up in time today, getting ready for work, editing a catfish video myself, about to head out the door, but had to make sure I donated. Been loving the big cats." Thank you so much, Callie. Appreciate you tuning in. And folks, Callie's got a YouTube channel there, K&K Fishing Adventures. Check that out. She's really putting out the content up there. Callie, you'll have to remind me. I think Callie is in South Dakota, I believe. I think that's where she's. I could be telling a lie. Out west for sure. But I think it's South Dakota. North Dakota or South Dakota, one. Let me scroll on down. We got June Lepley with $5 super sticker there. Thank you, June. We got a fish here tapping that bait. That's acting a little funny right there, y'all. That's either a small fish or that's a flathead, one of the two. So that's it. Or that may be that's the live bluegill. That may just be that bluegill running from something there. I bet that's what that is. That bluegill's probably just got a fish down there near it. Let me see if I can knock out a few more of these comments here while we wait on that fish to hook up. Brandon Lewis with $5 says, "My 2-year-old daughter, Ember, and I love watching you smoke them. Good luck." Well, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Ember. I appreciate you watching. That's awesome, man. I love seeing the families, people getting their kids involved in fishing. It's just great. It's going to help make sure we got this sport being protected for years to come. Here's Callie with another $5. She says, "North Dakota." I'm sorry, Callie. There's probably a rivalry between North and South Dakota up there, and I probably just started a war thinking you was in South Dakota. That fish there. It's going to pick up. Yeah, that must have just been that bluegill getting a little lively down there. Where are we at here on this? We're at 28 minutes. I'm at 200. Look at him now. I was going to say we're at $281 here in Super Chats. That's amazing. I can't believe that on a Monday. There's something going on right here, folks. I'm just going to crank down on this. I'm wondering if this ain't a flathead or something. Yeah, he's on. He's on. We got a flathead here, I think, on this live bluegill. It sure didn't act like a blue. I mean, I saw that. I thought it was just that bluegill getting lively down there. I don't know. It may be a blue. We'll see when we get him up here, but it just wasn't acting right. It wasn't acting like a normal bite, you know. It acted like a flathead kind of. I've already got one out here today. For those of you that's tuned into the live stream late, I've been out here fishing already this morning. Got a 44-inch flathead, got some big blues. Got 2 blues over 40 inches. That's been an awesome morning. But thus far, oh, that's a small blue, y'all. Well, shows what I know. Never believe, for all you women in the audience, you already know this. Never believe a man. They lie to you. All us men lie. And I lied to you when I said this is a flathead. It sure acted like it. I hope he just didn't get the camera lens all wet. With all that splashing around, he got me in the eyeball. Well, that was our last live bait. Callie's been a big donor this morning, but K&K Fishing Adventures, we're going to donate that fish to you there, Callie. That's your fish. I wish it had been bigger. He said he wishes the same thing. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put us another headpiece. I got white bass cut up back here in my cooler. I went ahead and just cut a few extra pieces before I started the stream. That way I didn't have to waste time with it once I got going. And so there's our next bait going down there, old white bass head. I've been doing really good on the white bass lately. I finally got on some over the weekend. I got knocked out of filming a couple days last week when the rain moved through from that tropical storm or whatever. So I ended up having to fish over the weekend, did some ultralight fishing and some bait videos, and got me some white bass in the process. And so I'm loaded up there. So we'll put that headpiece down there and get my hands washed and dried off and get back to the comment box. All right, still looks good on there. I guess he splashed me too much. Let me scroll back up here and find. Okay, there's Callie's comment about North Dakota. There's Dawn Bell, 999. She says, my daughter is 10 and she always asks me to watch the guy that catches all the big fish. That's awesome, Dawn. Thanks for letting her watch. Tom in with another $5. I'm telling you, I feel like a girl at the mouse's ear this morning. He says, that will be more than 30 inches. LOL. Well, unfortunately, me and you was both wrong on that one, Tom. Here's Callie back with another $15. K&K Fishing Adventures. There's only a rivalry if you followed college football. Well, I'm a big college football fan, so I'm ashamed to admit it. I love Tennessee football, and we're a dumpster fire. It's embarrassing. Almost hate to tune in and just watch us get pounded every Saturday. All right, let's get some more comments on here. Zachary Blanco. Thanks for saying what's up. I can't tell you how much that means to me. Hope you land a monster. Well, thank you, Zach. Aaron Goldsby says, come up to the tidal Chesapeake River someday. I hope to. Classic Rocker, hello from Virginia. Well, hello to Virginia. Jeremy's Tournament Cat says, wow, 552 people watching you go kayak catfishing. It's amazing, ain't it? This early in the morning. I got 543 in the box right now, looks like. Got $301 and super chat money. Man, y'all are awesome. 32 minutes in. Crazy. What a world we live in. Richard Summers says, can you deploy or raise the trolling motor on the water? Yes, Richard, I can. What I've had to do, I'll show you here. Let me get my bucket out of the way. I've had to rig me up some pulleys. I've broke that thing, done plumb off there. These fish have gone crazy on me. I've rigged up some pulley system here. One for the latch there that you have to push down to be able to raise the motor, and one to pull the motor up. So that's how I raise and lower it when I'm launching and loading the kayak. Kind of had to DIY it together on this. It's one of the downfalls of this particular kayak, or this particular setup, I should say, this motor. Let me scroll on down here. I don't want to miss any of these super chat money. I always hate if I miss somebody. Felt like that rod was getting hit behind me too, but I may be imagining things. Okay, let me. Here's Jeremy Tournament's Cats again. I caught a 40-pounder in the kayak catfishing spot in the corner of the mouth, in the corner on Santee Cooper Lake, Moultrie. That's awesome, man. Santee Cooper. I'm really hoping to make it over there at some point. It was on my to-do list, and now all the stuff going on with Roscoe. I don't know when I'm going to get to go, but awesome fishery over there. I love it. Ellis Mining says, come fish the mighty Mississippi here in Memphis. I hope to someday. Aaron Goldsby says, who here is working? Well, I guess technically I am, Aaron. Wesley Biggs with a Go Big Orange. I like your style, Wesley. Me and you, we can watch this dumpster fire of a football team together this year. Daryl Smith says, wouldn't have missed it for the world. Well, there's better action than what I got going on out here right now, Daryl. I was on a dang good bite this morning, and I went live, and it seems to have petered out. Here's Tom N making it rain with another $5. Mouse's ear style. Them girls at the Mouse's ear shaking their butts ain't getting $5 bills thrown at them. They getting the singles. I'm out here getting the Abe Lincolns. Mark Springer says, you're making more money than the doctors at your hospital. I don't know about that. Some of them doctors, buddy, man, they, especially when times are hard and they're short staffed, they get some pretty big incentives to come in and work extra. We got hit. Is that rod right there? Nope. He hit it. Didn't hook up. Yeah, it must have been a small. This one back here now. It's getting a little tap. They're toying with us, y'all. These fish are toying with us out here. Need to tell them to bite them baits or leave them alone. Let's see, we got Blackburn Catfishing. Love your show, Kentucky. Well, thanks for watching from Kentucky. You guys up there in Kentucky will probably end up beating us in football this year if you happen to be a football fan. And there got a little tap too. We got some dinks moving through here, I guess. Getting a few taps. Thomas, I don't know. You comment on my videos all the time, buddy, and I don't know how to say your name. Waraz. I'm sorry I'm butchering it, but as far as the gollywhoppers, none on the live stream, but 2 blues over 40 inches and a 44-inch flathead this morning. It's been a good morning overall for me. Thomas Clark says, yep, I'm at work living vicariously through Justin once again. Appreciate you sharing. Well, thanks for watching me at work, Tom. Green Machine Outdoors, Dan, he says, I'm back at work. Now's your chance to catch up. Dan, I ain't catching you. I could spend the next 3 months out here and not catch you. Dan is the one whooping my tail in the tournament this month. I entered 2 tournaments. The slot tournament, which y'all have seen me fish a bunch, and our 7 longest fish tournament. And Dan is putting a whooping on me. It's embarrassing. He's blowing me out. I've had a dang good month, and I'm losing by over 20 inches. Y'all, we got, look at this rod up here. One of them's messing with it. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna pick up. I don't know if he's got it or not. Yeah, he's got it. We'll dedicate this one here to Dan. Dan Shida, Green Machine Outdoors. Dan catches them whoppers up there on the James River. Takes everybody's money every month in the tournaments. And I'm gonna dedicate this one to him because it ain't gonna be very big, and he's never caught a fish this small on the James River that I'm about to pull up. So Dan, this one here's for you, buddy. You enjoy them school children today. Yep, old blue key. We're getting the bait back. The bait still looks like it's in pretty good shape too. Yeah, Dan, this one's for you, buddy. They don't even, when catfish are born on the James River, y'all, they start out bigger than what this one right here is. Nobody on the James River ever catches a small catfish. It's amazing. They start out at about 30 pounds up there. Let me find the pliers on this one. All right, fish. You want to say hi to YouTube? You got anything to say? Any words of wisdom? Anything enlightening? Nothing? You're just going to go silent. All right. There's a lot of people on social media that should go silent. So that fish, it was given a lesson without saying a word. How about that? All right. Bait still hooked good. Looks good. So let's drop it right back down and find one a little bigger maybe. If nothing else, at least I ain't getting skunked on the live stream. Lord knows I've had that happen before. I kind of like doing this the way I do it, where I go out and I get on some fish, get a video, and then go live. That way, mainly just to know that I've got cell phone service wherever I'm at. The last time we planned a live stream, got where we were going, and then didn't have any cell phone service out there. It was a disaster. Buffered the whole time. The stream was terrible. So today's definitely working out better from that aspect. All right, let me scroll back up here and find Dan's comment. I think that's where I'd left off at there. We got, boy, here's Callie back again, $30. She's going to give me her whole paycheck today. She says, the channel cat fishing here has been tough. The Red River is so low with the drought that our channel cat guide had to stop guided trips. Wow. Man, that's bad. We get a lot of rain here, but I know out in the western part of the country, the droughts have just been horrible. And I hate to hear that you're going through that up there, Callie, because the Red River, I mean, I'm not a channel cat fisherman, but the Red River, I mean, that's one of those places that you've heard of. I mean, it's just an amazing fishery, and I hate that it's so low right now. Hope y'all get some rain or some snowpack or whatever. Let me scroll on down. I just want to make sure. Here's another one. Corey Hardy, $5. Thank you, Corey. Says, have a safe and blessed day. Well, thank you, Corey. Same to you. We're at $351, and we got a fish coming down right here. Look at that one, buddy. That one's in the water. Holy cow. That's a big one. That's a big one right there, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's on that white bass head. I can't get the dang rod out of the rod holder, man. Oh, my gosh. That's a big one, buddy. That's a big one. Oh, man, that's a big fish. Holy cow, that's a big fish. He buried that rod. Y'all seen it. I couldn't get the dang thing out of the rod holder, man. Holy cow. Callie, you're a big spender. I'm going to dedicate this one to Callie and Terry McKinney. They the big super chat donors so far this morning. Tom Inns made it rain on me with a bunch of $5 bills. He's adding up there too. Thank you all so much to everybody who's contributed to this and helping me do this for a living. I appreciate you all so much. It's a pleasure for me to be able to come out here and do this. It means a lot for me, and I love it, and y'all are the reason it's able to happen. Y'all stop watching, all this goes away for me, so I can't be more grateful to you. Being able to come out here and catch fish like this anytime the weather allows is just, it's a true blessing. And this one here, man, this is going to be a whopper. We're going to put this one on the board. Man, oh man, that was such a massive takedown. I'm thinking it's probably a blue, just from the takedown. But who knows? He got my back line already. Let's hope he just ends up in one line and not all of them. I could have a daggone mess by the time it's said and done. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm telling you, y'all, before I went live out here today, for those of you that tuned in late, I filmed a video this morning. I'm 71 feet here where I'm at. I'm on a main channel ledge on an outside river bend. And I caught two big blues, over 40 inches long, and then got a monster flathead, 44 inches. And it was an awesome morning. And so that's why I decided to go live and just, because I already had a regular video basically filmed, a long video. So I'm going to come on here and see if I can get a whopper on the live stream. And by gosh, we're going to pull one up here for you. Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. Terry McKinney, big time supporter. And Tom Inn. That's y'all's fish right here. I got to be getting close here. I got to be making some progress. I see it on the graph. I'm getting close. This is going to be a good fish. Have some big bubbles coming up back there. Bubbles are coming up kind of downstream from me here a little bit. I got just a little bit of flow out here this morning. There's some more coming up. Oh man, he's going to take back off now. This is going to be a good fish right here, y'all. This is... I wonder how many's in the chat box right now. I bet we got over 500 probably. Look at this thing, man. That's another big blue. Look at that. Man, that's a big fish. But I swear to you all, with that takedown, I thought it was even bigger. He fought like a daggone tank, man. Let me see if I can get him over here. Holy cow, that's a good fish. Look at the head on that thing. I hope I got the camera where you can see it there. Wow. Oh, that's a big blue, y'all. That's a big blue. I think I got lucky. I think he come out of my other back line back there. Whoo. So, y'all, what I'm gonna have to do is play this fish out a little bit here because I can't bring this fish in while he's still green. So I gotta tire him out a little bit. Normally I edit this part out of the videos on my regular videos, but see how he's still just surging like that? You try to bring a fish in this green in a kayak and you're in trouble. He's gonna flop, he's gonna thrash around. You're gonna end up with a fin in your leg or foot, or you know, your graph's gonna get broken off the kayak. You know, a fish this heavy going crazy on you in the kayak can really do some damage. So I generally will just play them out a little bit at the side of the kayak. That way they're still in the water. Let them do their thing. And then I'll bring them in and land them. You know, and guys in boats, they get them up to the side of the boat, they net them, bring them in. The fish just kind of flops around the floor of the boat and expels that energy. In the kayak, you know, again, I just don't have that luxury to be able to do that without potentially messing up my pretty feet that people comment on. Oh man, y'all, look at that fish. That's a good one, buddy. That's a good one. All right. I'm going to want to get a hero shot with that. I'm gonna get my other front camera going. Get my glove here. I'm gonna get the bucket out of the way. Set it back up there. Boy, that thing is still strong, man. He's still just a digging down there. Whoo. We're gonna get that headpiece back too. It still looks good. I'm gonna reuse it. All right, let's get him over here and see if we can land this thing now. This is a good fish, man. Okay. I don't think he's fully ready, but we're live, doggone it. I ain't got a few more minutes to tire him out. We're just gonna make it work. Oh my gosh, that's a good fish. Holy cow. See, Dan, Green Machine Outdoors, when I go live, I can't put these on the board and take pictures. That's why you blowing me out by 20-something inches. That's what I'm gonna say anyway. Man, look at this thing. Holy cow. Holy cow, that's a tank. Oh my gosh. There went my bucket, y'all. Oh man, he's wrecking me. Let me grab my bucket real fast. We got chaos going on here, y'all. I leaned over in the kayak and got my bucket. Oh. Man, oh man, y'all, look at that tank, buddy. Look at that thing, man. He's taking up the whole floor of the kayak here. Let's see if I can get him. Spun back around. He's about to knock my measuring board off. Holy cow, y'all. Do you see this thing? Let me get the hook out. All right, let me lose the hook here before he flops again and puts it in me. Oh. All right, y'all, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold this fish up for my other camera that's hopefully running, yeah. Get myself a hero shot, and then I'm gonna put him on the board here for you. And this is a whopper, man. This is a dang whopper right there. Holy cow, look at that. Man, that's a nice fish for the live stream, ain't it? It's probably a little after 10 o'clock right now. That's a dang whopper, man. Heck yeah. All right, let's go to the board with him here, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, he's peeing and pooping all over me. Look at that. He says, doo-doo on you all. Oh, man. Oh, man, guys. Let me hold him here a second because I feel him about to flop. Almost 44 inches, y'all. Oh, man, that's a good fish. That's a whopper, man. Over 43, almost 44 inches. Holy cow, y'all. Dang, man, that's awesome. Okay. Let's get him going. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope the camera ain't all slimed up. Let me set him down here on the floor and check the camera. I held him up there for the hero shot, y'all. I may have slimed the camera when I did it. Can y'all see me? I can see you. You can see me. All right. Holy cow. Oh, man, that's awesome. Okay, guys. Down he goes. Oh, oh. He gone. Holy cow, y'all. Oh. Let me clean my hands off and drop this bait back down. I'll get back to the comment box. Oh. Well, y'all, for those Evians that's up early watching me, man, I hope I'm putting on a show for you. Oh, this is awesome. I got another fish right here. Look at this. Let me just get this bait reset here. This head's still in good shape. I'm gonna get it reset and then we'll work on this other one on the front rod up here. Oh man, that's awesome, buddy. And y'all, if anybody, I mentioned I'm doing these collectible things, like kind of one-of-a-kind items when I catch a big fish or unique fish or something like that. So if anybody wants this hook or leader later, you know, let me know. Just a little collectible from today's live stream, kind of a, you know, one-of-a-kind thing. Man, I'm pumped up over that fish though, y'all. Catching big fish just gets me wound up. That was a good one. That's another one that would have improved my tournament score, but you know, I'm blown out anyway. It don't really matter at this point. I'm beat. Let's pick up on this. Okay, that one didn't hook up. That one just hit it. Holy cow. I'm wore out, y'all. We got 678 people in here watching me just out of breath. 52 minutes, where am I at? $381. And super chats, man, that's awesome. Whew. Let me scroll up here and find where I left off. I don't want to miss anybody's super chat. And people are donating through PayPal too. I'm sorry, I'll respond to you all after I get done with this live stream later on today. I get a lot of PayPal donations, people supporting the channel through the PayPal link, and unfortunately can't respond while I'm live here on the YouTube. Let me scroll up till I find that last. Okay, this might be it. No, that was Tom N. I'm gonna get back up here, y'all, I promise. Okay, there it was. There's Corey Hardy. I think that's where I left off. And then we got the Retired Grizzly, $4.99. Thank you, sir. Sorry it took me so long to get to your comment there. I was a little indisposed for a minute. Tom N says $5. That's definitely over 30 inches. You are right, Tom. That was a golly whopper, man. We got, I saw another one on there on the way up. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any, y'all. I have missed people's super chat money before, and I hate to do that. It kills me to. Here's Tom in with another $10. It's $10 for the Whopper. Beat Dan. I wish I could. He's got me whooped this time. It's a shame. They're changing the formats of the tournament next month. I probably ain't going to fish that group's tournaments anymore because I just, with the new format, I just can't be competitive. They're not doing the slot tournament anymore. Here's Callie back. K&K Fishing Adventures, $10. Is awesome fish, man. I want that hook. You claimed it there, Callie. It's yours. I'll get with you, Callie. Hit me up by email or Facebook or something. Get me your address, and that hook is yours. Dan Orr, 444, says, great fish. Thank you, Dan. Mike Leiter's back. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you showing up today. $5 says, great to see you doing another live stream. Definitely been an inspiration to improve my catfish skills here on the James. Any update on the sumo reels? Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the super chat. Sumo reels are supposedly going to be in stock again, barring any other setbacks, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I know we've been hearing that over and over again, but the holdup with the reels was the bearings, apparently. And so we've got those and supposedly going to be starting them up real soon here again. So I'm excited to try them out. I'm ready to give them a shot and see how they go. Here's Aaron Mitchell, $20. Thank you, Aaron. He says, you're living my dream, brother. Keep on. Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. Here is Pisca Hunter, $4.99, says, keep them coming, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Man, that was a heck of a run there. We're at 55 minutes. I think that's the third or fourth fish caught on the live stream. Absolute whopper right there. We're at $426, which is amazing for a Monday morning going live at 9:30. It just blows my mind. Oh, man. Here is T. Baxter, 1706, $10. No comment, but thank you there. Appreciate the content cash. Dustin Johnson says he has to have GPS stamp and time from phone and tag for the tournament. Yes, that's the challenge for me on these tournaments being live, is I'm live on my phone, so I got to take a picture with date, time, GPS stamp, and the tournament identifier. Now, some people have recommended I go live with StreamYard, which will apparently allow you to pause the live stream and take the pictures, but you know, these tournaments don't really pay squat. These live streams is the bread and butter for me. I mean, obviously today I've made more money in 56 minutes than what I'll make in both the tournaments I'm in combined if I was to win them both. So I don't want to pause the live stream or disrupt the show to get a picture for a tournament. I'd just rather sacrifice the fish. Michael Sikowitz says, nice fish. You're on the best run I've ever seen. I watch every day from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. That's a weird town name. That's awesome, though. Thanks for watching from Wisconsin. Jeffrey Thackeray says, what's up, Justin? Been a sub for a long time. Thanks for such great videos. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey with a G. You don't see that very often. I remember Jeffrey from Toys R Us. You remember him? I used to love going to Toys R Us as a kid. I think they all closed down now. Kylie Bear. That sounds like a porn star name, Kylie. Says, Justin, I have a 15-minute break. Can you make it happen? Well, thanks for tuning in, Kylie. I'll sure try. Love your name, by the way. I don't know what you're taking a break from, but Kylie Bear, this sounds like a porn star name to me. Tim Hull. I'm sorry, Tim. I'm having a glare on the screen. $5, no comment. Thank you, Tim. Jordan Pratt says, I caught a few good fish about a half-mile downstream from Loudon Dam. Yeah, there's a lot of good fish there, you know, at the dams. I just don't fish them. It's crowded. There's a bunch of people. There's a lot of current flow, you know, for the kayaks. I don't ever fish below the dams too much unless it's from the bank. Dustin Johnson says he needs a mouse's ear model to fish with him. I don't know if I'd call him a model or not. You apparently ain't been in there in a while, buddy. Last time I seen them girls, it's been many years ago. It was a lot of things you'd call them. Models ain't one of them. Zachary Blanco, make that money, brother. Fishing is my life. Getting paid for is my dream. Keep living mine. Well, that's awesome, Zachary. I hope you make it happen someday, buddy. Daniel Reed says, hey, Justin, you've been catching some monsters. God bless, brother. Well, thank you. God bless you also. Don Bell says, I would like one of them hooks or something. Well, Don, stay tuned. Like I said, we're going to be doing some collectible items with, I don't know what you'd call the word for it, like game used memorabilia and stuff. Like, you know, baseball players, they take pieces of jerseys and bats and balls and stuff, and they put them in baseball cards. And we're going to try to do something like that with, you know, make it to where you could, you know, set it up on a shelf or hang it on a wall, or just, you know, collectible item, things like that for people who are supporting the channel and want to help me keep living the dream and still, you know, give you all something to have that's yours, that's unique. I mean, you know, like that fish there, Callie claimed that hook. That fish on this video, that's kind of a one-time thing. You know, it's going to happen one time. And so every item that we're going to do with this is going to be just something that's totally unique to the person who gets it. So, but yeah, Callie, get with me at some point today, this afternoon or something. Email me or reach out to me somehow and get me your address, and that one's yours. We got Callie back again with $15. Says, up here in the Midwest, we have a lot of weird named towns. I guess it's like Indian names or something, ain't it? I assume. I think that's the culture up there, naming the towns after the tribes and stuff. I assume. I could be completely ignorant too. Thank you again. Man, Callie's donating her whole paycheck out here today. You're awesome, Callie. I'm surprised you're up this early, honestly. You've got to be 2 or 3 hours behind me, time zone. Jared O says, at Jeff, you missed a golly whopper. Yeah, if you're just tuning in now, y'all, it's been an awesome day for me. I got some big fish before I started the stream, and we just landed one that was over 43, almost 44 inches on the live stream. Yeah, Jeff Gerald, there he is, buddy. You missed it, man. I just got a whopper a little while ago. Brian Avery says, love the channel. I watch every video and have for several years. Even my 4-year-old daughter likes the Catfish show. Well, thank you, Brian. That's awesome, man. It amazes me how many people watch every show. You know, my YouTube channel, I was concerned initially that I would oversaturate when I started posting videos pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. But, you know, 70 to 75% of my viewers are people who are not subscribed. It's just YouTube pushing my videos out. So I get a new audience pretty much every video that goes out. But I've got a lot of people that still tune in every single episode, and it's amazing to me. It's just awesome. The support I get here is just unbelievable. I mean, hell, I'm at $471 in an hour on this live stream. It's just, and we got 587 people here on a Monday morning. It's amazing. Cast Catch says, do you ever get buzzed by boats very often? It seems like they will drive right by me when they have a huge lake. Yeah. Unfortunately, it happens. That's why I try to fish weekday mornings to avoid them as much as possible. King Siri Assist says, you ever thought about coming to Kansas to fish? Yes. I hope to make it out there to Milford someday. You all got an amazing fishery out there. Here's Mike Leiter back with $5. Says, any chance to get a signed UT hat? Oh, possibly, Mike. Yeah, possibly. I don't have any other hats that I could send you. But we could probably make something happen in the future. I might could, you know, put that up for, I don't know, auction or something. I don't know. I could buy a hat or, I don't know. We can do stuff. I mean, if there's interest in it, I'm willing to do pretty much whatever. It's just, you know, me being me, I'm just a regular person like you all out there watching this YouTube channel and the, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't want to say fame or the attention I get from it is, you know, kind of taking me by surprise. So when people come up and they meet me at a boat ramp or on the riverbank or something, and they want to get a picture with me or get an autograph or, you know, get something that I have used in a video, it's kind of, in my mind, I'm like, why the hell would somebody want a picture with me? You know, I'm just a regular person. But, you know, with this YouTube stuff, YouTube is kind of the new TV. So I'm just kind of, I'm open to doing whatever. If people want autographs and stuff like that, I mean, who am I to say no to it, you know? Here's Tom in back with another $20. Man, he's like trying to take me to the VIP room there at the Mouse's Ear with that. He's been throwing $5 bills at me. Now he's here with a 20. He said, I would like a rig minus the weight. I'll see what I can do for you here, Tom. I'll see. We got the front left one here going to Callie. We'll give one of these others here to Tom. He's been a big donor today. Hook up with me, Tom. I think you got my email there or social media or something. I'll need to get an address. Know where to send this stuff. Here's Callie back again. $25 more. Thank you so much, Callie. Says, just 1 hour Mondays are my only early days at work. Indian names and weird Scandinavian names. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know about the Scandinavian. Must have been some old settlers or something. Callie, I hope you have a good day at work. Be careful out there. That COVID's ramping up again. My old co-workers in the hospital's having a hard time right now. I hate it for people that's out working with the general public. Here's Bryant, $5. Thank you, Bryant. He says, no regular person makes $400 an hour catching catfish and a kayak on a Monday morning. Boy, that's the truth, Brian. Am I living the dream or what? One person in the world right now making a living catching catfish from a kayak, and I am fortunate and blessed enough to be that person. I am so fortunate. I can't be more thankful. Miranda says, how important do you think polarized glasses are to catfishing? Not very. I mean, polarized glasses kind of help with sight fishing, seeing down into the water, and most of the time catfishing, you're fishing deep. So you do need a good pair of sunglasses. I'd like to put mine on right now because it's getting bright, but I can't hardly see the screen with my glasses on. Here's Philip H, y'all. He says, another great fish. Glad to see you still on them. Thanks, Philip. I'm down here in your neck of the woods. Philip, everybody, he bought my Old Town Sportsman Autopilot kayak. I sold it in my yard sale there last week. Philip drove up here and got it. I got to meet him. He's a good dude, catches some monsters out here. We fish the same areas. And Philip, I'm down in your neck of the woods down here today on Watts Bar. Dustin Johnson says, man, keep that hat down. That's a bright shot on the camera when it's off. Boy, that's the truth, man. I'm getting old. Seems like I lose more hair on my head every day and grow double the amount on my back. Trevor Martin here. He says, my son asks me all the time, did Catfish Guy catch another big one? We watch every video. We will never feel saturated with content. We're headed to Milford soon. We'll catch one for you. Well, thanks, Trevor. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good trip there on Milford. Hey, some really good fish out there. Tim Sazminski says, you need a spot on the Sportsman channel. Man, I don't think a Sportsman channel could pay me what you guys on the live streams do. Heck, I'm at $501 here in 66 minutes. I don't know how much they pay on the Sportsman channel, but I'd have to negotiate a heck of a contract, wouldn't I? T Baxter 1706 says, why did you change kayaks? Well, I didn't really change so much. I had this Hobie Pro Angler before I got the Sportsman Autopilot, but the Sportsman Autopilot had the integrated Minn Kota with GPS, which I really wanted. But that Minn Kota power drive motor that they have on the Sportsman Autopilot is so loud. The noise picks up on my front cameras, and people were complaining all the time, and it really disrupted the video. And so I was having to spend extra time overlaying my chest cam audio onto the front camera footage. It was causing me extra steps. It was taken away from the video. So I bought this motor guide. I had the chance to try it out, basically, try it before I buy it. And I put it on the Hobie. And the motor guide motor gives me the same GPS functions, but it's much quieter and much faster. So I decided to keep this on the Hobie and sell the Old Town. So that's ultimately why I'm in this one. Where are we at here? Let me just make sure. I thought I saw another super chat pop up. Tim Hull, $5. Thank you, Tim. Says, here's another $5 from Moon Pies and Soda. Keep it up. You know, Tim, I need to get me another moon pie. I ain't had one in a while. I've been out. The girlfriend's been doing the grocery shopping, and she's let me down with the moon pies. I'm going to have to get on her there. Here's Bud Brutus. Thank you, Bud. $49.99. Big spender this morning, Bud. He says, always exciting when the rods go down. Never miss a live stream. Thank you, Bud. Man, thank you for the content, Cash. Thank you for tuning in. Kayak Mike says, how do you think Old Town feels about that? Well, you know, I got lit up in the Old Town Facebook group there a while back when I put this motor on the Hobie. And, you know, the thing about the Old Town gave me that kayak. They didn't give it to me. That's the wrong word to use. They sent me that kayak to use on my channel and didn't have to sign a contract, but there was a verbal agreement that I would use that kayak on X number of videos. And there was never an exclusive contract, anything. I didn't have to use only their brand, nothing like that. So I put out over 100 more videos using that kayak than what they had requested of me. I sold a bunch of those kayaks. That link got so many clicks that they actually sent me another pedal kayak, which I've been using in some videos. So, you know, I don't know if they're upset with me or not, but, you know, when you look at how much advertising costs on YouTube and social media, and you look at how much promotion they got for their investment in me, they got their money's worth. And that's how I feel about it. But I think the world of Old Town Kayaks, they make an awesome kayak. It's just that particular motor was very loud. And I got to be able to film, and this is my bread and butter right here. I'm going to cater to you, the audience, not any companies. We got somebody beating on something over here. We got hammering, man. I hope that ain't picking up on the camera. I can't do nothing about that noise. Let me scroll down here. We got Callie back again with another $15. Callie, you giving me your whole payday today. Time for work, gonna be a long day, half staff and lots of people hungry for McDonald's. I'm a volunteer first responder. I've been vaccinated. That's awesome, Callie. I wish more people would get vaccinated. You know, I'm a big proponent of it. I'm a nurse. You know, a lot of people's up in arms about the vaccines. I get your concerns. The effectiveness of them, it's in question right now, but if it works, great. If it doesn't, what are you out? A couple shots, a little bit of inconvenience? Ain't worth the risk. That rod got hit there a second. Didn't hook up. We got Callie, by the way, have a good day at work there. Thank you for all the super chats and all that today, Callie. You've loaded me up. Here's Tom in with another $5. I'll send payment for shipping on PayPal and my address. Thank you. Well, thanks, Tom. Yeah, I'll give you one of these when I get done here fishing with this live stream. I'll snip off one of these other hooks here, and we'll make that happen today, buddy. Tag B says, did not know you were a nurse. That's dope. Well, thank you, Tag. Yeah, I was an LPN from 2004 to 2009, and then I went back to school and was a RN, worked emergency department, did travel nursing contracts. Well, I worked here in Knoxville from 2009 to 2011, and then from 2011 till I quit to do this YouTube, I was doing travel nursing gigs. So I've been kind of working emergency departments all over. I've been most of the places in the Southeast. I generally stayed close to home. North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Georgia. Did go out to Washington State there for a contract several years ago. I did a short stint in Minnesota also, just, you know, kind of going around. But I generally stayed close to home, working emergency departments. I sure don't miss it, especially right now when all the ERs are full and holding patients and everything. It's just it's a bad time to be a nurse right now with everything going on. Charlene McLean says, okay, you say you're old often. You could not be a day over 30. Could you start posting 7 days a week? Well, thank you, Charlene. I like your style there. No, I'm approaching 40 very quickly. So thank you for the compliment. And I don't think I could put out 7 videos a week. That'd be tough. I'd like to, but the weather and wind and, you know, stuff like that, it just makes it impossible. I need a little bit of a break too, you know, a little bit of downtime, just get away from YouTube and social media and stuff. I try not to fish weekends. I had to this past weekend because the weather knocked me out a couple days last week. But Cody Moretto, hope I'm saying it right, Cody. I have catfished my whole life and learned more from your channel than in experience. Almost, I'm butchering your comment here. I'm sorry. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Hoping to make it down there sometime soon. Well, thank you, Cody. Thank you so much. Tracy Evans says, what lake are you at? I'm on Watts Bar today, fishing 71 feet deep on an outside river bend. Brevin, your rod just got slammed. Was it the one behind me? I thought I felt one get hit a minute ago. It may have. I've been on this chat box here, not paying attention. Here's Keith, my man Keith. I used to work with Keith way back in the day before I got into the whole nursing deal. He says, $5. He says, I'm guessing you like this job better than shipping cheap, tacky jewelry. Well, that's the truth. Back when I was in LPN school, I did a job there at Jewelry Television in Knoxville back the day. Me and Keith, we used to pack up rings and bracelets and stuff and ship them out to all the old women buying stuff from Jewelry Television. That was the good old days, wasn't it, man? Me and Keith, we'd get out there in the parking lot, and this other fella named Daryl, we worked together. We'd get out there in the parking lot on breaks, and that was a nice thing about a job like that. As a nurse, I never got many breaks, never got lunch breaks and stuff, but we'd get out there on our breaks and play wiffle ball in the parking lot and stuff and throw the football around. It was a good time. Those were the days. Here's Mark Ferris from the United Kingdom. He says, hey, from United Kingdom, love the fishing videos. I had a super chat donation earlier from a guy. He paid me in pounds from England over there. Man, that's amazing. I knew when I did the carp videos earlier this spring, I had some people from Europe and England and stuff watching those videos. Pretty cool to see y'all in the catfish videos too. His T Baxter 1706 with $5. He says, thank you for your service and nursing. I'll bet the fresh air you get with fishing is a bit more enjoyable these days. Regardless, thank you. Well, thank you, T Baxter. I appreciate the comment and the content cache there. Yeah, I don't miss it. And I was telling Philip H., he bought my kayak the other day. I was telling him about this. I was like, in all my years working ER, you know, over a decade in the ER, been a part of some amazing teams, working various hospitals in the country, saved some lives, you know, did a lot of good, you know, with the people I've worked with. I could probably count on one hand how many people have reached out afterwards and gave me a sincere thank you for what we did for them in the ER. But yet on this fishing channel, I get sincere thank yous, comments, emails, people writing these, you know, paragraphs and essays talking about what an inspiration I am, or how much I've helped them, or how I've helped them bond with their kids or grandkids. And it's like, you know, in my mind, it's like, you know, I worked in the ER as a nurse and was a part of, you know, actually saving people's lives, and get cussed out and yelled at and punched and kicked and, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. I could tell you some stories about my days in the ER. But yet when I do this fishing stuff, it's like people appreciate it so much more than what I did before. It's amazing. Anyway, I was telling that Philip H. there, he bought my kayak the other day. We had a long conversation about that. It just blows my mind. But yeah, I'm much happier doing this YouTube thing, coming out here and fishing, than spending all my nights in the dang ER. What we got? Red Dirt Catfishing says, hi Justin, I'm ready to get my new kayak out and do some catfishing in it here in Oklahoma. Keep up the great videos. Well, good luck out there, man. Hope you get some monsters. Red Pill Racing says, in 6 years, I haven't had one person come back to say thank you. Yeah, I assume you're talking about being in healthcare and ER and all that. Yeah, man, I mean, literally, I mean, you save people's lives or save their family members' lives, and nobody thank you. At most, they'll write your manager and bitch you out because, you know, in the process of saving them, a piece of jewelry was lost between the rollover car accident they had out on I-40 interstate and the time they got to the hospital. And, you know, they're worried about a keychain or something that's lost, you know, versus you saving them lives. It's very frustrating. It'll burn you out. As in the ER, they say there's about a 2-year burnout. And I spent, you know, over a decade working ER, because when you do travel nursing, you got to have recent experience to travel in whatever specialty you're in. So I kind of got trapped working ER, you know, and couldn't get out of it. And it just, you get burnt out. No matter where you go in the country, no matter what ER you're in, it's the same type of patients. The same, it's just, I don't miss it. Again, I don't miss it. Oh, whoa, we got a fish on here, y'all. We got a fish on. Let me get the chest back, or the camera back in the chest. We had a little break there, y'all. I've had 20 minutes here to gripe and moan about my previous career. We hooked up again, though. This is on, boy, he's a pulling too now, ain't he? This is on that white bass midsection. He's a digging. I saw another super chat pop up there. I'll get to you in just a minute, whoever donated to me. I got somebody down here, he's fishing below me now. I didn't know when he come through. I was distracted. I don't know if he's catfishing or what down there. There's somebody below me. I had a fishing guide the other day I got pissed off at, y'all. He cut me off. I was drifting. He got right in front of me, cut me off. Really pissed me off. I thought about blasting him online, but in my video, but he'd probably just get off on the attention he would get from it. As the saying goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity. But he definitely ain't a fishing guide I recommend around here, that's for dang sure. Yeah, we getting close here. This is a fun sizer. Larger dink, smaller fun size. I'll throw him on the board here for you. He's probably in that 30-inch range, I'd say, give or take. Oh. That rod up there is going down now too. Let me set this one back. He can tire himself out. We'll pick up on this one. Oh, that one didn't hook up. That one didn't hook up, y'all. Let me get the glove. My faithful glove there. My knuckles getting a little scraped up, even with the glove today. These big fish I've caught. been a good day, man. From the time I got out here this morning, I got bit pretty quickly. And it's started to slow down a little bit now as we got later in the morning, which is typical. But we just got that, for those of you that just tuned into the live stream, I got a whopper here earlier in the stream. This one here I want to bring in to get him unhooked. He's throwing the bait off. Got another boat over here beside me on the bank here. He's going to watch the show too, I guess. Get that hook out. There we go. All right, let's go straight to the board with him here. Boy, look at that, y'all. That's the one right there that would be perfect for my slot tournament. He's 31 3/4 on the line, and I can't do nothing about it. Ain't going to help me for the tournament because I got to let him go. Can't take the picture. That's all right. I got that slot tournament one, I think. I don't think anybody's going to catch me in it. I almost got a perfect score in it. Let me dry my hands off and we'll get back to business here. Let me get another bait. Again, I'd already cut up some baits here before the stream. Well, I wouldn't have to waste time with it once we got going. Trying to be efficient with things. There's our next bait, piece of white bass. All 4 rods right now, for those of you that's tuned in late. I'm 71 feet deep, got my bait suspended right off the bottom on a main channel ledge on an outside river bend. And I've got 2 white bass heads and 2 white bass midsections currently on the hooks. That person behind me down there, I see they got catfish rods up, so they've anchored down here right behind me. Hopefully there's enough fish here that's, I'm helping his scent trail since he's downstream from me. That's what that other fishing guy did to me the other day. Passed me up. I was drifting a hole at the top of it, and this fishing guide cut down about 50 yards in front of me, anchored down and cast his baits out. I was so pissed off, but it is what it is. Welcome to fishing on public water. Anyway, let me see here. Who are we going to dedicate that last fish to there? Let me scroll up and see where I left off on the comments here. Those comments keep coming. 644 people in here, $621. Crazy, man. We're at 82 minutes in this thing. May just scroll down here. I saw that other super chat. There it is. Callie back with another $25. Says, I lied. One more donation. You think about trying some real channel catfish fishing. You cover the trip up here next summer, and I'll cover the cost of a guided trip on the red, catch you some channels over 34 inches. Well, who knows, Callie? We can make that happen. If the pandemic dies down and you know, situation with my dog resolves, we may be able to make that happen. That'd be a fun trip. Might take you up on that. And thank you again for the donation again, man. Callie has loaded me up this morning, y'all. We just scroll on down, make sure I didn't miss any more. Super chat. Here's Tom in back with another $5. He says, that's 30 inches. That's a dream job for any of us. I hope you never have to do the RN thing again. Well, thank you, Tom. I hope I don't either. I'm gonna ride this YouTube thing out as long as I can. We're gonna ride this fish here in a second. Yeah, this fish here, I think he's hooked up. Nope, he bit it. He bit it, didn't hook up. I fell over there. I guess he's watching us too. He's gonna watch the stream here. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for that content cache. Tom's making it rain today. Pure Catfish, $4.99, he says. How would you design your own dream kayak? Good question. I'll tell you what I'd do. The simplest answer for that, I would take the Hobie Pro Angler 14 and the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot, and I would take the best features from each one of them. I'd take the handle and the front hatch from the Hobie PA. I would take a quieter motor for the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot with the stability of it, the raised seat height in the Sportsman Autopilot, the increased rear tank well space, and some internal storage space like you get on the Hobie. That would probably be my dream kayak right there. Hopefully somebody will come up with something similar to that. We got James Miller here with a $10 bill. He says, thanks for the hard work and these videos. I'm a little behind watching the videos, but we'll catch up with them. Well, thank you, James. Thank you for the content, Cash. Appreciate you watching, man. Dory says, what is the status of Roscoe? Well, Dory, I gave a little update on him earlier in the stream, but he's got cancer. I took him to the vet. He's got a histiolytic sarcoma on top of his head. He's got a big tumor. It's really grown in the last 2 weeks. He's currently getting chemo, oral chemo, and not looking good for my little buddy. My mom's actually at my house this morning taking care of him while I'm out here fishing, and I ain't looking good. The chemo supposedly got about a 50% chance of him having a 3-month survival rate. And the vet said that he has seen dogs make it a full year with this type of cancer if it's responsive to the chemo. So my little buddy Roscoe not doing good. But thank you for asking. Samuel Hicks says, you get a workout fighting those catfish. That's the truth, buddy. I do. I feel like my left bicep's much bigger than the right. Steve's going back to work, y'all. He says he's got to get back to work. Me too, man. I got to reel in some more fish here in a minute. Dory says she's sorry. Well, thank you, Dory. I appreciate that. I feel sorry for him too. I hate it. You know, that dog that's like my child. You know, he's the world to me. Knew the day was coming. I mean, he's 9, he'll be 10 in November, and you know, unfortunately, dogs don't live forever. I wish they did. He's the sweetest, most loving dog I could have ever asked for. Yeah, that boat down there behind me, I wonder if that fellow down there behind me is catfishing, watching me on the live stream. Here's Art Vance. He says, morning, Justin. Today my wife has put up with me for 47 years. Would you please shout out to my wife, Cindy, and tell her you've misspelt something there. Art, I don't know what you mean by she of Jove. I don't know what you mean, but anyway, Cindy, Art, happy anniversary. 47 years is a long time. And how you've put up with Art that long, I'll never know. He seems like a good guy, but that's too long to be with anybody. So I hope he buys you one heck of an anniversary present today. He ought to at least take you out for a nice dinner somewhere. A dinner to go anyway. Take it home. Don't go out to the restaurants right now. Dennis Hodge says, sorry to hear about Roscoe. Thank you, Dennis. Here is Adam. Sorry, y'all. This sun is, I need my glasses, but I can't see with the glasses on. Adam B306 with $20. Thank you, Adam. He says, I'm sorry for Roscoe. Hopes this helps make you and your pup more comfortable. Love the content, Justin. Well, thank you, Adam. That means a lot. You know, I mean, I'm making more than enough money with this YouTube stuff because you all watching. I mean, it's been amazing. But these vet bills, man, you know, dogs, he's my supervisor on this channel. I tell him all the time, he's like my intern. He's an unpaid intern, but he ain't got no health insurance. And these vet bills, man, I've shelled out about $1,000 between the 2 vets the last 2 weeks. And he cost me a lot of money on his way into the world, and he's costing me a lot on the way out. When I got Roscoe, how I got him, somebody left him for dead in my driveway. He had parvo as a puppy. He was skin and bones. And somebody had wrapped him in a blanket and just threw him out. And I come home one day, he was in my driveway, wrapped up. And I mean, he was so weak and so frail, he couldn't even lift his head up. And so I took him down to a vet down the road from me. I took that dog in there and I was like, you know, this dog's dying, maybe you can do something for it. And they called me about a week later and they said, you know, I figured the dog had died. And they said, we got your dog feeling better. And by the way, you owe us $800. And I was like, what the heck, $800? It ain't even my dog. What am I gonna do with the dog? You know, I was a travel nurse. I'm on the road all the time. I couldn't take care of a dog. But anyway, I went down there and paid the $800 and took Roscoe home. And that was over 9 years ago. And he's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love that dog. I hate that he's going through what he's going through now. We got another one on here, somebody. Here's Kyle Raminda, $10. Big fan from Canada. Love the content. Well, Canada, what do you know? Kyle, thanks for watching from the great north up there. I hope to make it to Canada someday. That's pretty cool. We've had people in here from the UK. We've had people in here from Canada. That's pretty cool. Travis York says, my wife is a nurse, man. Well, I salute her right now, Travis. It's a hard time being a nurse. I don't care what specialty you're in this day and time. It's a hard time. My glasses are soaking wet here, y'all, from that fish. I got to do something, though. This sun is bright. I'm having a hard time, whether I'm got the glasses on or not, seeing this screen. So I'm going to put the glasses on and see if I can see something. Oh. Had a fish hitting that one. I got slime all over my glasses. Well, I'm in bad shape here, y'all. I'm going to try to put them on to see if I can see something here. I can't see a damn thing with them glasses. We're just going to roll with it, by God. Don Johnson said, you got your money's worth. Boy, that's the truth. Boy, at the time, you know, Roscoe cost me a lot of money back in the day. He cost me a lot of money now, too. But he's absolutely worth every penny. I'd spend every penny I have to save that dog. I'm not a real loving person. You know, I'm not a people person. I wasn't before I got into nursing. And then, you know, you spend as much time in the ER as I have, it'll make you really not like people when you see the worst of people all the time. But for whatever reason, I bonded with that dog, and he's been the love of my life. Been like a child to me. Stephen Grooms says, Kyle, what part of Canada? June Lepley says, Christopher, he just drops them in the water. Must be talking about my baits there. Chris Childress says, sorry about your dog. We just had to put my 2-year-old dog down. Well, I'm sorry about your dog, Chris. Thank you for the comment there. Jeff Wetzel says, is there any particular camera you would recommend? Trying to start my own YouTube channel. I've went through 2 GoPros and they're junk. Yeah, man, I'll show you what I use. Here's one of them. This is a Sony. This is an older model. This is a AS15. I just bought a couple AS20s also. They're old cameras. You get them on eBay, 50 bucks these days. But, you know, they're not great. They got their problems. They overheat in direct sun. But overall, they've been good quality. I've been doing them on my channel here for years and you know, have built this channel on them cheap Sony cameras. So when I flipped my kayak here a month or 2 ago and had to replace everything, I just went to eBay and just replaced what I had with the same model. So I'm a fan of the Sony, but there's other models out there you may want to look up reviews on and stuff. Let me see. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any more super chats. We're at $659 here, y'all. That's crazy. 644 people currently in here at 92 minutes. Sandra Hillary is a big, oh man, I'd left that camera going up there, y'all. I heard it just click off. The battery's dead. If I get any more big fish, I ain't gonna be able to do hero shots. Sandra Hillary told me to go live at 11, and one of her comments raised laying. I was like, man, by 11 o'clock, it's gonna be so hot you can't stand it out here today. It's supposed to be 90-something degrees today. Let me see. James Borden says, where'd I get those red weights, man? I'll use regular weights and I'll spray paint them. That's how I do it, just to get attention on this channel and boost some comments. Paul New says, there's only one thing wrong with dogs. They don't live long enough, and that's the truth. That's the absolute truth. Samuel Dyson says, hey, Justin, have you ever tried the camera that attaches to your line? I haven't, but I want to. And I think they've quit making them. But what I'm going to do is rig me up something, and it's on my to-do list. I'm going to try to take one of my Sony cameras with the waterproof case and rig it to my line. That's something I'm going to do, especially when I start fishing some shallower water again. You know, today out here, I'm 71 feet deep. And even though the water's kind of clear and it's a sunny day, how much light penetration are you going to have that deep? You know, I don't know. But when I'm fishing in the shallows, I'm hoping to get some underwater footage here soon. Here is J-Boat Catfish, 1999. Thank you, J-Boat. Sorry I'm late. Sorry about our famous supervisor. Anyway, this is John Duck. Change my name so I can be YouTube famous one day too. That's awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the kind words there about Roscoe, man. I appreciate it. Jeff Gerald says those are conversation wastes. Yeah, that's what them red sinkers are. I do that occasionally, every once in a while, just to boost the comments. Samuel Dyson said, that'd be awesome to see. Yeah, man, I hope it gets some good footage, especially in the shallows. I thought maybe I could rig them under my balloon rigs when I'm trolling the shallows with balloons. Because then, you know, my baits are about 3 foot deep, so I could set that camera right under the balloon and then drop my bait down under that and maybe get some footage. We'll try it and see. I mean, it may not work out. Got nothing to lose. Mark Springer says, this stream is your revenge on that fishing guide. Boy, ain't that the truth, buddy. That fishing guide, you know, he probably charges, I don't know what he charges, 500 bucks, let's say, for a guided trip. And he's got to let other people reel in all the fish. So you factor in his boat payment, his gas, his insurance, you know, his guide license fees. He ain't getting that full $500, you know. Meanwhile, me, I can come out here and fish for myself, make videos, and make more than what he makes as a fishing guide. So that's probably why there's some resentment there, and why that, you know, his partner has trolled my channel and I've had to block him in the past and whatnot. So, you know, it is what it is. I thought about making him famous and posting the video, but I thought, you know, he would probably feed off the attention. It would get him some extra clicks and some business. So I'm not going to do that just yet, but I'm about sick of some of these fishing guides around here and how they act. So who knows what's going to happen in the future with that. I'm going to try to read these comments in my glasses, y'all. I'm getting too dang bright not to have glasses. I can't do it. Here's Larry Briggs, though, $9.99. He says, still working on getting that $1 million for the trip you promised me. But for now, I've got you $10. Enjoy your trip, buddy. Going to sit back and relax. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Well, thank you, Larry. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and mark that $10 off the $1 million there. So you don't need the full $1 million when you take that trip. I thought that rod got hit. I'll tell you something, for those of you all who have tuned in late here, the bite has really slowed down the mornings went on. I got some really good fish before I went live, and then we got a golly whopper here on the live stream and got a few more bites too, but it's really slowed down here in the last 30 minutes or so. Here's J-Boat Catfish again, $4.99. He says, will you explain to the audience why you have to use your thumb when you reel in on the rod? I've seen that question asked several times. So, yeah, I'll show you. Let me put my glasses on while I show you. So these particular reels, and I'm going to be changing reels. Let me go to this one here. I'm going to be changing over to the Catfish Sumo reels as soon as they get back in stock. But these are Daiwa Seagates. They are non-level wind. And what that means, the level wind is that part, the worm gear, guides your line on as you reel in. These don't have that. So I guide with my thumb on the line. Now you might say, well, why is that important? Why would anybody want to reel without a line guide? And the helpful part of that is when you're bank fishing. In my case, I've been doing some bank fishing in the fall and winter months when our water levels are low. That will help you get longer casts. It's not a lot longer, but you're looking about 10 to 15 extra yards per cast with the non-level wind, because the line, as it's going through that level wind back and forth, it's creating friction and slowing your line down. And when you're bank fishing, an extra 10, 15 yards could mean the difference between getting your baits in front of fish and being so far away that you don't get a bite. And so it's really helpful for that. The other thing that I like about these reels in particular, and this is what I'm going to miss when I switch to the Catfish Sumo reels, is this particular model has 48 inches per handle turn of line retrieval. And that's really helpful, just getting control of fish, being able to catch up with them very quickly. I really like that. I've talked to Daniel there at Catfish Sumo about making another reel with a higher retrieval rate, because I think his Catfish Sumo reels that he currently has, I think it's like 24 or 26 inches per handle turn. So these are roughly double the line retrieval. So anyway, hope that answers your question there. Let me ditch the glasses again here, because I'll never be able to see this other comment. Gordon Douglas here with $5. He says, my wife and I love Roscoe on your garden videos. We're sorry to hear about his condition. God's love to you. Well, thank you, Gordon. Thank you for tuning into the garden videos, first off. And thank you for the kind words about Roscoe. I'm really hoping he pulls through this. You know, we started the chemo on Thursday, and so the vet said we should know pretty quickly whether or not this chemo is going to be effective. We should start seeing some improvement in his condition pretty quick if it is going to be effective. So fingers crossed, you know, I'm hoping for it. Mo Marino says, just got the okay from the wife on getting my first kayak, but when I showed her the Pro Angler price, she went white in the face. Wish me luck. Well, good luck with that, Mo. Tell your wife that kayak's worth every penny. Buy you a used one. Buy you a used, good quality kayak, and if you don't like it and you want to sell, you'll get your money back, versus buying a new, lesser quality kayak where you'll take a loss when you go to sell it. Here's Tom in with $5. He says, maybe a little rain will make those fish start biting again. Tom, I sure hope so. I wouldn't mind seeing some rain right now just to put a cloud in the sky so I could see this screen and have my glasses on. Thank you for the donation there, Tom. Tom's loaded me up, man. Here is Brent LeMay. Justin has got me hooked on kayak catfishing. Learned a lot about targeting more fish. I use his guidance on the Kentucky Reservoir on the Tennessee River. Keep on reeling. Well, thank you, Brent. I'm glad you find the videos helpful. Brent, this fish right here is for you. Now, just a tease, Brent. That's one of them mouse's ear stripper fish right there, just a tease. He hit it. Yeah. You know when our bite stopped is when this other catfishing person here got behind me, downstream from me here. That's when our bite really let up, wasn't it? These fish that are working upriver probably coming to him before they coming to me. I think you got it then, Brent.